Hello!
That was quick.
We think. Very good evening. Welcome to another live with me, Paul.
Me, Jason.
Together,
those vegan guys.
Warning you right at the start, this is not going to be a mega long one this evening because we're boiling, burning hot, and we kind of have to have the windows and doors shut to do a live.
Yeah.
It's been an hot day.
In an hot day.
In UK.
As some of you will know, we've done a little vlog today, and it was quite an extensive one, which was great in terms of the content. But it's baking, and so it's a quick catch up tonight. We've got a decaf coffee and a mint. We'll probably have a little glass of wine like we normally do. Catch up with yous all, see how you're all doing, update yous on a few things like we always do. But first and foremost, welcome one and all, and how are you all doing?
Do you think we can risk having that back door open?
Maybe. I've got to just watch for cats coming in and robbing Isis's food. That's the key thing, isn't it?
True story. True story, though. So, yeah, when we went to Lidl today, it was because I keep getting notifications from the app about Iberia Week. But then it says in the app that doesn't start till the 27th, which is next week. But they've got a load of stuff that's kind of Spanish in and some bits of Greek. Well, that's all Iberian, isn't it? It's the Iberian Sea.
I'll be honest, when Paul mentioned the Iberian thing, I was a bit clueless. My geography is not great at the best of times, but yeah. Sorry for interrupting you then.
Don't apologise for filling in the gaps.
But Iberian Week. And also leftover Italian stuff as well.
Apparently the Iberian Week officially starts next week. So I don't know whether this was trail end of some Spanish week that we've missed, or
you know what?
You never know with Lidl.
It's all good. And as we said in the Lidl vlog, I'm loving the fact that Lidl have these weeks and they kind of jump from week to week and cover all kinds of different things. It was when we went to do, I think,
Vampire Jack. It's also the name of a sea, which Greece and Catalonia and loads of other European places are, isn't it? It's not just a landmass. I don't think it's a sea. I'm pretty sure.
I'll revert back to what I said before in terms of myself. But yeah, I love that they do these different weeks, and it was like
I do
that week that we went, and I think it was Japanese week. Or it was meat-free week, and then it was like the tail end of like American week or American.
Yeah.
It was like loads of American stuff as well.
Yeah.
Nice crisps and a few other bits and bobs. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Or is that the Ionian? See?
It might be Ionian. I recognise that.
I do.
Yeah. Hey, we're not geography teachers.
Well, then if that's right, and it is Spain and Portugal, that's the stuff that's there already. So why are they staying next week? It's already there. It's there.
I think the moral of the story is, if you've got a Lidl near you,
go and have a look.
Pop in.
Yeah.
We
showed loads of stuff in that vlog today, so it's worth having a look.
At least semi-regular, Just having a quick look.
So yeah, we went thinking like there'd be loads of stuff, and then we were like, do you know what? Well, why don't we just do a kind of like, just in case it's somebody's first time, can you do a full weekly shop at Lidl? Show as much as we can and show some bonus stuff, which is what we did. So it's about an half an hour vlog, but it's worth a watch.
Yeah, like watching an episode of your favourite soap opera. Shout out to Julie, who was first in the house, closely followed by Adam, David, Sid Cramp, our lovely mods and friends, Ashley and Leanne, Naomi, Claire, Rosie, Vampire Jack, Barbara, Alex, Becca, Lizzie.
Hasn't it been a lovely day today? It's been beautiful weather. Oh, right, slow down, because now we're getting into it. Right, Craig, what did you think? I'm going to have to wait for your answer, because there's loads to read. But I know you and Linda went to the Globe. Was that the night before you went to see
The
Killers in Manchester? Did you say in Manchester? That's just me being nosy. I love.
A few questions there for you, Craig. And Linda, of course. Okay. There you go. Thank you, Vampire Jack. You should highlight that so we can all have a geography lesson. Excellent. So if you're not aware, I mean, it's a nice and chilled one on a Friday night. 62 in the house right now. Welcome one and all. Fridays is always just us chilled in our lounge. Next week, Sunday, is us in the kitchen doing something. And then the following week, it's Saturday, mukbang, eating and stuffing our faces. And it rotates in that way. So, yeah, nice chilled one tonight in the lounge.
Yeah, had a gorgeous birthday. Thanks for asking. Can't remember what we had for dinner on the birthday. I know we had on our anniversary. We had a vegan steak dinner.
Oh, yeah.
And it was gorgeous. You'll see it on Tuesday's meals vlog. Yeah,
it was belting, wasn't it? Absolutely belting. I can't remember what we had on your birthday.
No, it was the day after the Globe.
It was, yeah. So it might not have been anything special because we did the Globe the day before. I can't remember. It's good that we do the meals vlogs. It's good for our own memories.
I know.
Oh, Hannah, excellent. Evening, fellas. Recently visited the Queen Inn for our 10-year anniversary, and the food was absolutely stunning.
Did you see our vlog before you went, Hannah? From there? Is that why you went? Just wondered. Yeah, we love that place. We made a great vlog there. Beautiful vlog.
Yeah. Yeah. We're lucky we've been to a lot of great.
Introduced a lot of people to there, and so glad we did. We need to go back. But we've had so much on this year.
We've had so much on. Nice one, Hannah, by the way. I certainly did.
Oh, nice
yes.
one,
Hannah. The other thing is, I mean, and we kind of said this, I think, off camera when we went to the Globe in Groton. We are blessed that we've actually got quite a lot of vegan eateries within kind of like a 15-20 mile radius of us. So we do have to spread ourselves out a little bit though as well, don't we?
Yeah, but we were both under the assumption that the Globe was further.
Yeah.
But we did exactly the same with Waitrose. We felt like that was much further away, and then we went to both and we're like, actually, it's like half an hour. It's not really.
Yeah.
So we should be visiting both again, but definitely the Globe, because of course we have the Sunday lunch, so it'd be really nice to try something else on the menu, and that's a whole other reason for going back to the Queen Inn and all in Cumbria.
Yeah,
because we had a steak dinner. That's the first time I had the steaks we had the other night. The Juicy Marbles was there.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah,
with
yeah.
the Stilton sauce.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
Beautiful.
We'll definitely be back there. We'll definitely be back at some point, without a doubt, and make a
Hannah,
maybe make a weekend of it.
It's only a 5 minutes drive away for Hannah.
If we were 5 minutes away, I think we'd be there every weekend, wouldn't we?
Oh God, yeah.
Or like Leanne and Imran, at least every couple of weeks or something. I don't know your routine, Leanne, in terms of visiting that fabulous place. Good evening, Dorcas. Thank you for being here. Oh, Leanne says their lamb dinner kebab is amazing. Excellent. Yeah. Well, this is the thing, isn't it? When you've not been somewhere for a while as well, and obviously, like a lot of places have now just recently launched their summer menu. Lots of places are launching their summer menus. It's like, new things to try. That's always a great thing, isn't it? Always.
See, they go on the Leanne and Imran go on the first Saturday after payday every month. So what we should do with the Globe. We should go once a month for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just going to move these caps down. Do you want to finish that?
Thank you. Yeah, no, I would agree. I was a little bit gutted, I'm not going to lie, when we went to the Globe, because some of you eagle-eyed folk will have noticed that Paul very fancily and very nicely did the camera work, all of the camera work actually. But on the outside, there was a poster, you may have spotted it, and it said, "A Up Maiden." And it's like a Yorkshire tribute band, Iron Maiden tribute band. And I think they were on at the Globe the weekend before we went. I reckon that would have been a fantastic gig. And I think the tickets were only about 12 quid. So I'm going to keep my eye on the Globe. And we shall be regular visitors at least once every couple of months, if not once a month. Oh, dude, Adam, thank you so much, mate. Bless you. Thank you, mate. Completely forgot about your anniversary. Not like me, so treat yourselves. Cheers, dude. Greatly appreciated. Bless you.
Has he chucked some pennies in my knickers?
That's one way of putting it, yeah.
Oh, Adam, thank you, dude. Thank you so much. That's lovely.
Back to your original question right at the start for Craig. Craig says,
night after the Killers.
On 4 nights in Manchester.
All right.
Globe was solid and very cheap. Had to feed half my burger to the pub dog, Luna. But plenty of food to go around. Oh, that's nice, mate. That's really nice. Excellent stuff. Good question, Sid Cramp. Wonder if Beck Hall will have a summer menu when we go in September.
Sid Cramp, you are going in September, and Craig and Linda are going in September too. And we were planning to go in September for Jason's birthday, but we don't know what date yet.
But yeah,
watch us all be like days apart.
Robin, yes, I'm going to highlight that because you are absolutely right. They have really upped their game, Lidl, with labelling in the past 6 months. Love the weekly social buys too. Nice one. Yeah, I'm impressed with Lidl. I'm not going to lie, I'm impressed. I've been repeatedly and consistently impressed over the last few months when we've been. And it's going to become a regular fixture in our little rotation, isn't it now?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Ashley, 20 quid bill in the G-string. Jenny, my daughter and partner are away to see Football Fighters in London. Not heard of that. Is that a theatre production? Is it a film? I'm assuming it's a theatrical do. So Sid Cramp, 20th to the 23rd of September. Adam, you know what? You're getting there, mate, and you've persevered and you've stuck with it. Good for you. Finale of series 6 of Voyager, nearly there, and it's only taken 2 years. Yeah.
Season 7 is amazing.
Season 7 is amazing. Yeah. I hope it's not felt like a chore. I'm assuming it hasn't felt like a chore, Adam, because otherwise you'd have just not bothered, would you? You've stuck with it. So there's obviously something that's drawing you back, that's pulling you in. You know, for us, it's the characters and the stories. It's always about the characters with Star Trek, particularly with Voyager, and the family. It's the family, isn't it? Right. Little glass of wine.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it.
Nice one, dude. Nice one.
A little glass of wine.
Foo Fighters. There we go. That makes much more sense. Nice one, Jenny, for clearing that one up. Yeah, wine. Yes. This evening, we are on the Chilean Merlot 2022 that we picked up from Lidl this very day.
Jack, we've gone through Voyager 4 times now. And if Jason said to me now, let's start Voyager again tonight, I would. That's how much I love Voyager.
If we weren't watching Deep Space Nine and we didn't know that 20 episodes of Star Trek Prodigy are dropping on the 1st of July, I might be tempted to suggest that we watch again.
Craig, Tesco's finest crisps are always vegan, almost always, except when it comes to the festive ones. That was the point I kept making at the time I was talking about it. And people kept misquoting me and saying, most of them are vegan. No, the festive ones weren't vegan. None of them. They all had milk in and stuff. And I was right annoyed about it because I was like, why have you done that?
Yeah.
Like if you can do your steak flavour and your bacon flavour and your cheese flavour vegan, turkey and stuffing, come on. You know what I mean? So yeah, most of their core finest crisps are clearly marked vegan, but for some reason when they bring out the festive range, sad loss for us.
Alison says we had spaggly bobs and meatballs on your birthday, Paul. Alison's got a good memory. with your last meals vlog with new placemats.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, Alison.
How dare you know better than we know ourselves.
Somebody said something before about football fighters. KH, football fighters sounds like an hilarious cover band. Yes, it does. I'd be all about that. As long as they weren't about the football and they were just about the rocking.
Oh, Barbara, bless you. I know it's early, but thumbs up, everyone.
Ah, thank you, Barbara. Thank you. The chilled Friday live in the lounge is always a slightly smaller crew, slightly smaller community. We don't mind that at all. So no major expectation this evening that we will hit 100, but 100 thumbs up is always massively appreciated when we do get them.
Dorcas, no. Dorcas says, did you recognise the actress from DS9 who was in Three Body Problem and is now in Sweet Tooth? We haven't watched the most recent. We haven't watched season 2 or 3 of Sweet Tooth.
We haven't.
So,
but I didn't recognise the actor who plays Keiko in Three Body Problem. So that one definitely slipped by. Very interesting. Thank you, Dorcas. Vampire Jack may look into picking up the Voyager box set. Just finished a plate of Aldi's rosemary and salt fries. Lovely. You won't, honestly, you won't. I know we harp on about it a lot. I know we do. But I honestly don't think you will be disappointed in Voyager. I really don't. And if you were already into Star Trek anyway, and you just haven't got around to watching Voyager yet, then I can almost put money on the table and guarantee that you will love Voyager.
Vampire Jack, we are huge fans of Shaolin Soccer. Isn't that film about 20 years old now? Or maybe 15 years old?
I was thinking of Kung Fu Hustle. Sorry. I'm not sure. It is quite old. It's quite an old film.
It's a great film.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, it's a brilliant film.
I love the
Vampire Jack. Love it.
Or is that the other one?
Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah, the landlady with a cigarette.
That's Kung Fu Hustle.
Is it?
I think so. Yeah. Hello, Joseph. Good evening, and thank you for being here. Very true, Adam. Yeah, I noticed it with the box of cereal that I was looking at today. I was like, this would be vegan if it didn't have, like, and the honey was like 3/4 of the way through the ingredients list, so it would have been a tiny amount. It's like, just get rid of it, replace it with maple syrup. Simple. Everybody can eat it then, can't they?
Adam, have you edited your name so it now has capitals? Wasn't it like once all small? Or am I thinking of WhatsApp?
You might be thinking of WhatsApp.
I've just got a weird sense of seeing your name with capitals. I don't know why.
Oh, don't get us started on Quan, Leanne. Ah, nice one, Dorcas. Thanks for clearing that one up in terms of Keiko. Watched a great episode of DS9 the other night where Keiko's character featured quite heavily because she's teaching the kids, isn't she? She's got the school on DS9. Very cool. Oh, we saw that. We saw the trailer for that the other night, didn't we? What Jenny said. Watched the Gene Wilder autobiography on Netflix. Happy and sad. What a great
No, not your full name, Adam. Just the first letter of Adam and Hewitt are both in capitals, but I didn't think they were on here. But it must be somewhere else. I don't bloody know. Got a busy brain.
There's a whole load of stuff going on. You know what I mean? Whole load of stuff. But we try and keep things as consistent as we can, of course, because part of, you know, doing anything on YouTube is about trying to keep things fairly consistent. It helps you, helps us, helps our brains. Vampire Jack. Adam's name has changed due to the Mandela effect.
Yeah, it's always been like that on here.
It's the Mandela effect.
Yeah. So, ooh, I tell you what, There is a Mandela effect I saw on the James show today, and I was like, I've never noticed that before.
What? Which one?
The Tutankhamun mask.
Yeah, yeah, that's weird.
I've always had in my head that the Tutankhamun mask just had a cobra here in the centre, and then the beautiful gold and blue stripes. No, there's a cobra and then a little weird bird off to the side of it. Google every picture of it and it's there. That's a Mandela effect for me, completely.
Yeah. Whereas
I saw it on the James show and I was like, that bird's not there. What are you talking about? And then I Googled it myself and I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone's got some kind of Mandela effect going on. You know, you'll come across something. Will and Chris in the house. Welcome, 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 welcome. Had a lovely anniversary week.
Connor says the Gene Wilder doc is very good. Did we have that to our watch list? We watched the trailer for it, didn't we? Last night. I don't
actually know whether we added it to our watch list or not.
No, we'll come across it again. We've watched some cracking stuff though just lately.
We have. Paul kind of, with it being Paul's birthday week, Paul has made decisions on a number of films that we've watched over the last week.
Well, you decided to watch Zom 100. I was pretty convinced we'd already seen it.
Yes.
And we hadn't, and it's brilliant.
Zom 100.
If you love a zombie film, it's a really, really good one.
Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's adapted from a manga comic, I think.
Yeah. So some of the scenes are very it's fabulous. It's really good. So we watched that. Then we watched an old film from 1998 called Leaving Normal. Meg Tilly and Christine Larty. It's a road trip movie. Yeah. And it unfortunately it came out at the same time as Thelma and Louise, so it didn't get the brevity it should have done. In my opinion, it's a much better film. It's more real.
Oh, definitely.
You know, it's
definitely more real. Yeah.
And the characters are and the music is beautiful. I'd forgotten how nice the music was all the way through the film.
Yeah.
The same with Pleasantville that we watched the night after. Beautiful film. We right enjoyed that and all.
Just checking the chat. That's an interesting comment from Alex there. Hard to believe that Roald Dahl didn't like Gene Wilder as Willy Wonka. He tried very hard to get Spike Milligan the role. Even after seeing film, he still didn't like Gene in the role. How bizarre. How bizarre. I can't see anybody else
do you know,
in that role.
It's weird though, isn't it? It's like Stephen Schwartz wrote the musical Pippin, and what's he called? That Hans choreographer that Joan loved.
Oh, that's gonna bug me now.
He directed it on Broadway.
Ben Vereen?
No. Ben Vereen's Black Singer is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fosse.
Bob Fosse.
Fosse. He directed Pippin on Broadway, and Stephen Schwartz hated it because he changed it. His style of direction changed the mood and the feel of Pippin, and yet it became a huge hit because Fosse directed it.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
It's a funny old world.
It is a funny old world. It is absolutely. And then last night, have we missed anything up to now? Pleasantville?
No.
Leaving Normal?
Some 100.
Some 100. Last night. So we've been on a bit of a film mission this week. We watched Blood Red Sky.
Oh yeah.
Now you've got to give it the benefit of the doubt because it's dubbed. It's a German film originally.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to give too much away because it's like 3 films in one. So I'm not going to give too much away. I'm just going to say Blood Red Sky. If you can manage to watch a dubbed film and give it that leeway, check the trailer out because we really enjoyed it.
I'm talking about the producers is amazing. What's that one? What's the one called with Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder? Blazing Saddles. That's a good film as well.
Well, Leanne, thank you for popping away from the new Hunger Games. We never really massively got into the Hunger Games, did we? I think we watched the first one.
I think we watched the first one, yeah.
Yeah, we never massively got into it. And I think part of it from my side was that when we watched the first one, it just kind of reminded me of other films. That concept has been explored before in a very, very similar way.
Oh, Jack, see, now I don't know if I mean that one.
Stir Crazy.
Oh, I'd have to look at trailers of them to remember which ones. Blazing Saddles is the Western style spoof, isn't it? But what's Stir Crazy? Because I'm sure I've seen that. Did they escape from prison?
That's it, Leanne. Yes.
Stir Crazy. Did they escape from prison? Hey, Eric. Can't stop lying. Not seen you for ages, dude. But I often see you comment and appreciate it muchly. Thank you, good sir.
Yes, prison.
Yes, yes. Gene Wilder's just a cracking actor, isn't he? That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
He's incredible as Willy Wonka. But I think he might have changed the role and made it not what the writer, and that's why he was a bit like
maybe,
know.
yeah.
They do that sometimes, don't they? It's like actors take things in a different way.
Yeah. Can't Stop Lying, thank you. Yep, thumbs up on the live stream, always appreciated, even though we are just sat here in our lounge, chilling and chatting. It's always appreciated. It's hard these days, more than ever, just to take a second to just acknowledge this, because I don't think we ever have. It's harder now than ever before to get likes, and even more difficult to get subscriptions, people to subscribe on YouTube. We and many other YouTubers had a very rosy existence and saw lots of upticks during the pandemic because nobody had anything better to do than sit and watch YouTube. But obviously since then, the world has returned to normal.
Right, but Blazing Saddles is Gene Wilder, isn't it? And Stir Crazy, it's the two of them, and they escape from prison. Right. See No Evil, Hear No Evil. I'm sure we've seen that as well. Gene is deaf and Richard Pryor is blind. Pretty sure.
It rings a bell, yeah.
Mel Brooks was brilliant, and Mel Brooks was married to one of my favourite actresses in the world, Anne Bancroft. There is nothing I have ever seen of Anne Bancroft's that I haven't fallen a little bit in love with. But my particular favourites are Night Mother with Sissy Spacek, 84 Charing Cross Road, and Gabbo Talks. Those three. Just incredible.
Classics. Leanne, Gene Wilder, but not Richard Pryor, Blazing Saddles.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I've seen any of them.
Can't Stop Lying. Right back at you. Right back at you. Yeah, I suspected as much, Alex. Alex says Johnny Depp is more like the novel, but sadly the movie is crap. Yeah, I suspected that was the case. We did watch it. We did give it a chance because I do like Johnny Depp for the most part. But nah, I didn't like it at all.
What's he called that did the film?
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton, he needs to learn to leave things alone. Some things need to be left alone.
Some things should be left alone.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, he's done some great work, but it's like, don't touch everything, love.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the day that it's announced that some maniac out there is remaking Enter the Dragon and casting an actor to play Bruce Lee. I will tip all the tables.
Tracy, Young Frankenstein. Is that Gene Wilder and Bernadette Peters?
Thanks for popping in, Tom.
I remember it. It was Very good.
Hope you and Victoria are doing great.
Jenny, what did I get to watch? Oh, you got to watch it, Paul. We've just talked about loads of movies. What? And did you mention it or?
Absolutely, Dorcas. I'm going to highlight that. Was it that one? Yes. So true.
Yeah. Madeline Kahn. I always get them mixed up. I always get them two mixed up. Well, no, I don't always get them mixed up. But Madeline Kahn is the comedy. Very much comedy. She's in Clue.
Yes.
Hot flames burning my throat. Madeline Kahn. Bernadette Peters is more of a singer, isn't she? And she plays Rooster's girlfriend in Annie. Oof. There's so many folk.
There you go. Don't even bother testing my film knowledge. I know what I like, but I'm terrible with names.
Which one? Bernadette or Madeline? Is also in Blazing Saddles. I'm figuring you mean Madeline Kahn. Don't think I've seen The Jerk.
No.
Craig. Although quite a Steve Martin fan, but I like his off-centre stuff. LA Story, adore it. Parenthood, one of my favourite films. Madeline, thank you, Leah.
So yeah, we've kind of watched quite a lot of films just to kind of bring it back round full circle this week, and it's been thoroughly enjoyable. I think you can't go wrong with classics though as well. Do you know what I mean? We've talked about this before, is that sometimes we become a little bit obsessed with like, oh, what's new? What's new? What have we not seen? And actually, sometimes it's just about revisiting a film you love.
Yeah.
It's so nice to do that. Really is.
Leaving Normal is brilliant, but it's really hard to come by. It doesn't seem to be available on any streaming platform. I bought what turns out to be a bootleg DVD, which is taken from a VHS video. I bought it on eBay many years ago. That's it. Leaving Normal. Meg Tilly, Christine Larty.
Great film. Really great film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're nice, and some exceptional acting. And like Paul said before, the music as well is wonderful. Oh yeah, Vampire Jack. Thank you for shouting that one out. That's one of my favourites. Steve Martin is great in Three Amigos. Yes, love that film. Love that film. The silliness of it. Oh, interesting, Craig. I haven't. I don't know if you have.
Never seen that, but I know the band Sparks really well. My brother got me into them when I was about 8, and he had an album.
Yeah, Sparks are awesome.
Lux. It's one of my favourite songs on the album. Love Meg Tilly, sister of Jennifer Tilly, who plays the vile rich mother in Liar Liar in the court. Sisters. I thought they were the same person, and I looked up the other night and I was like, oh no, it's Meg Tilly and Jennifer Tilly, sisters, because they don't half look alike.
Chris, hope you are good. Thank you for being here. Thanks for popping in. Hope you're both doing well, actually. I'm sure your lives are quite chaotic at the moment, but hopefully nice, chaotic and fun and lovely, you know, all that stuff. Sid Cramp. Paul, you mentioned mushy peas on your meals vlog. We had the Morrison's Savers today and they were nowhere near runny. Good to know. Good to know. We don't frequent Morrison's often, to be honest, but we have got one just a couple of miles down the road.
Vampire Jack. I didn't know Donald Sutherland had died. When did he die? couple of years ago. We've
Yesterday, I think.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. Was it 88? Was it?
In one of the most terrifying films ever made.
Oh.
Don't Look Now.
Yeah.
Horrible. It's horrible.
Man, he was so good in that. He was so good in that.
Oh,
yeah.
God, he gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Well, they'll remake
anyone
that.
Seen
They'll remake that now.
Don't Look Now, set in Venice.
Oh, and the Invasion of the Body Snatchers remake. Thank you, Vampire Jack.
He was brilliant. He was so brilliant in that. I hated him at the end, though.
Oh, it was horrible.
That's that girl again who's in Alien. Who's in the first Alien.
Yes.
With Sigourney Weaver. She's the last one remaining at the end of Body Snatching. She sees him on the street and thinks and goes walking over to him and he goes, horrible.
Yeah. Awful.
Isn't it horrible, Leanne?
Yeah. Horrible in a good way.
Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing film, but it's absolutely chilling.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Great stuff. Great stuff. You know what? You get us talking about films. We talk about films and series we're watching. You get us on a roll, and we chat for ages about stuff like this. We love the medium that is film and cinema. We love it.
My hair looks right blonde.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
It does. It needs a cut though, and I need my roots doing because my hawk is disappearing.
Well, see, I don't mind so much when they successfully build on, just going to what Vampire Jack said about actually liking all 4 official versions of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I don't mind so much when they do a decent job of a remake, and it has to be a decent job, otherwise what's the point in doing it? And or when they build on, something that's successful, either with a prequel or a really, really good sequel, or something that's set like years and years later.
Craig, I know. She played the main young girl in The Birds. Like last time it was on. And they were in the house and they were coming down the chimney and the little girl was screaming and I said, do you know that's a rat of Aliens? And,
yes.
And she's also in Witches of Eastwick. She's the one that throws up the cherry stones in the chair. She's a bloody good actress. It ain't shit that none of us know her name.
I think she it's only recently kind of been acknowledged and been made aware that in her character in Alien was non-binary.
Yeah. Jenny, the one where his daughter drowns, is Don't Look Now. It's a horrible beginning, and then it turns into a horror film.
Connor, I've highlighted that just for a moment, just to agree with you. We are both equally very, very much looking forward to the new Alien film, Alien.
You've undoubtedly seen the trailer. Watch it again. Watch it again and just acknowledge when you see that green cloud stuff, somebody's floating towards it. What's that? That somebody's floating towards and can't stop themselves. Horrible.
What's that in relation to? Did I miss something?
What?
Veronica Cartwright.
Oh, she's the woman that's in.
Right.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
To the fabulous Veronica Cartwright, who has been in many, many, many great films and started off as a fantastic child actress. She might not have even started off there in The Birds.
Yes.
Veronica Cartwright. She is bloody good, though. She's bloody good.
Yes, just to go back to the new Aliens film for a second, it does look really, really good. I think
repetition is key.
I think it looks like it's been done right, most importantly, without getting into the nitty-gritty of it and going into too much detail, and boring those that may be a little less interested in terms of the technical aspects and everything else. I think it's just been done right. It looks like it's been done right, and it looks like from the trailer that they're setting us up to show us stuff that's never been seen before in the Alien franchise.
Now, I've made assumptions about it, from what they say in the trailer. This might be our only chance to get out of here. I'm assuming that they're trying to get out of
LV-426.
LV-426.
Whereas I'm not so sure about that.
No, but it might be another colony that's like LV-426.
Yeah, because the shake and bake colonies, they set them up all over the place, don't they?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be great, I'm sure of it.
Happy Metal Vegan. Yeah, we probably are going to see Beetlejuice too. But I'll probably wait until it comes available. I won't go pictures and watch it, but I do that rarely these days. And I know that's quite awful, but you have to put up with other people. You pay a tenner to go there. You can't pause it and go and have a wee.
These are all true things. They're all true things. Yeah. But we probably go to see Alien Romulus at the pictures and chance it. Maybe. See, that's worth seeing on the big screen.
Yeah, just don't let me drink for a couple of hours beforehand.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just think, maybe like just, have a break halfway through the film, like they used to do in the good old days. Sell some vegan ice cream, have a 10-15 minute break, let people stretch their legs, use the loo, and then start part 2 of the film. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, they used to do a intermission.
Yeah, just make it a bit more of an experience.
Why don't they do that anymore?
Yeah.
I just wear a pad.
Sid, I don't know whether we will necessarily go to the pictures to see it, but we will definitely be seeing the new Deadpool when it comes out, or at some point not long after. Big fan of Deadpool and a big fan of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Chris, they confuse me too. The newest ones with the progenitors or the makers or they're a bit.
Oh yeah, Prometheus and Romulus. Prometheus and.
They're great films.
Yeah.
But the kind of link. I get you.
Yeah, it's. I think they need to be watched a couple of times, to be honest, to kind of really get to grips with the story and how it's all about, and then obviously how David kind of evolves the story in Prometheus. Is it Covenant, Alien Covenant, and then Prometheus? I think, or the other way around.
Joseph, is that because of COVID that you haven't been to the theatre since 2019? And if so, do you think you'd go back? Oh, sorry, it's because you've written theatre. Are you American or English? Because we would say cinema for the movies.
Yeah, and theatre for the theatre.
And theatre for the theatre. So, do you mean the cinema, as we would call it?
Vampire Jack, thank you for the kind words, and that is appreciated. We don't do it for the kind words, but the kind words are welcomed and appreciated. Yes.
I like Ashley too. She hasn't been to the cinema since Logan's Run. Oh, no, since Logan.
I was going to say.
I read Logan's Run, and then I was thinking, surely she's not that old. Oh. She weren't born then.
No chance. Probably Chris. Yeah, it's all about the cost saving, isn't it? It's all about the cost saving. Thank you, Vampire Jack. Prometheus and then Covenant. So yeah, then Covenant, in terms of again, no spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched it, but big advancements in the story with Covenant especially. Big advancements with the story there, Oh, that's nice, Tracy. Always good to get a discount, isn't it?
It is.
Always good.
Yeah, that's a bargain. So that'd be about 10 quid here, which would be fine. Be great with that, but it'd be 10 quid each for us.
Yeah, I get that, Dorcas. I get that. When you're paying good money, that's the thing, isn't it? You don't want your viewing experience to be tainted in any way. And I've had several experiences over the years where I've never actually asked for a refund to my memory and just walked out, but I've come close a couple of times where my viewing experience has been almost ruined by disorderly family and children, unruly.
Rosie, that sounds great. Rosie's got a 65-inch TV. Likes to watch movies at home. We've talked about getting a new TV because the one we've got here we got off Grandad. And it's a fantastic television. It really is. But the remote's gone to shiz now. You can't even use the remote on it proper.
Not really, no.
We have to use the buttons at the back of the TV to change input and stuff. So we've been talking about getting one, but we need a new car desperately. We've had a whole thing about that this weekend, and we're trying to arrange to get something a bit bigger because
we need something bigger.
And this was an emergency car because we got told the other one would they couldn't let it out of there.
It was uneconomical to even attempt to try and repair it as well. Like, it probably could have been repaired, but it would have cost a lot of money, more than the car was even worth. This with Rona the Rio, I always had it in my head that it was going to be kind of like a 12-month thing. It was never going to be a car that we were going to keep long term, because the fact of the matter is the vegan queens have got big wigs. We need a bigger car. Sometimes we've got guitars and PA equipment and speakers and wigs and outfits, and the Rio just, she can't cut the mustard. Do you know what I mean? She's just not big enough. So that is on the cards as well at some point, hopefully soon. Keep everything crossed for us, because it's quite an important thing, sort of next on the agenda.
Oh, bless Chris and Will. Guys, this August we would have been watching you for 4 years. We don't commit to anything for longer than a week.
Oh, Chris, that's cool. That is so cool. And thank you for the support and for the friendship. Yeah, it's lovely. It's proper lovely.
TVs are getting cheaper and cheaper and bigger. Oh, bigger. Orange Wednesdays. Oh, God.
Did I miss something from Will then? Oh, no, sorry. Adam, yeah, we do need, I don't know necessarily about a 7-seater, but maybe something between a larger car and an SUV. You know, we need something with a much bigger boot.
What's the one you've been looking at? And we might end up getting Dacia.
Dacia. I'm not really good at remembering car names, especially if they're not kind of common in my head. Dacia Serena. It's like a Serena Stepaway or something I've been looking at, which is seemed like a good size, but also more on the budget end. The Dacias seem to be a bit cheaper, but still kind of quite reliable and do everything that you need them to do. So, you know, again, don't want to bore you with the specifics, but that's what we've been looking at.
Can I have just a dash more wine, darling?
A little dash?
A little dash, and then we can start having the wine down, can't we?
Yeah. Is that in relation to the car chat, Chris? I'll just highlight that, just to be sure, you know. But you know what? In all honesty, yeah, we do. We need more space, pretty urgently, really. But I don't want a van.
No.
I've had it. I don't want a camper van as an everyday driver, and I don't want a van because I've had enough conversations with Tom and Ashley to know to never buy a van. Basically, slightly tongue in cheek.
Rosie, I think the trick is to make sure. Number one, make sure that you've with the lists thing. make sure that we've got loads of DVDs here, so sometimes when we're like, I'll shout out a couple of names of DVDs, and then but we'll look on a streaming service first to see if it's just easy to click, and if it's like $4.99 to hire it, we're like, piss off, we've got a DVD, we'll watch that. Might be in a box, but it don't matter.
Yeah, bit of nostalgia though.
Some of them are.
Yeah. Well, Leaving Normal wasn't it?
And so was Pleasantville.
It was. Yeah. Dorcas, yes. Used to have a Belingo. Ugly as anything, but really useful. Trouble is, everyone gets you to move stuff.
Are they a camper, a Belingo?
I think
a little mini camper with an extendable top.
No, that's a Mazda Bongo.
Bongo.
Yeah. Although I have seen a few Belingos converted into little mini, sort of like sleeper caravans, stealthy campers. Oh, Happy Metal Vegan, I am sure we will. I think, well, I don't think, I know that we introduced Rona the Rio. Yeah, I mean, it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? Be rude not to. Will and Chris, Will, how about a Qashqai? Yeah, Nissan Qashqai, possible. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm doing a bit of research. We're doing the research, looking at reliability. As well, and also budget, cost, you know, what we can get for the money. Yeah, but the time's come. Something a little bit newer, bit bigger, something a bit nicer to drive and a little bit more reliable. It doesn't kind of put me on edge when I'm traveling any long distances, thinking, you know, am I going to get from point A to point B?
Rose, I've got Breakfast on Pluto here and I haven't watched it yet.
We haven't, have we?
No.
That might be one to watch this month, seeing as it's Pride Month.
Yeah.
I think it was Vampire Jack before, wishing everybody a happy Pride Month. Thank you, Vampire Jack. I can't find... Oh, there it is. Yes. My brain's working this evening for once in a while. I actually remembered something. How wonderful. Nice one, Andy. Thank you. Yeah. Hyundai's. Yeah. This is just it. It's a bit of a minefield, isn't it? It's a bit of a minefield in terms of vehicles. Because I've heard that Toyotas, some of the bigger Toyota vehicles are quite reliable as well, in terms of like top 10 lists of the most reliable larger vehicles.
Right, we shall start a wind down now, my love. So do say goodbyes to each other. Now, please don't forget, we actually have a group on Facebook called That Vegan Group. And it's a lovely place to have a proper chat, ask us a random question that's not related to any of our vlogs, whatever. You know.
That's the way to go in terms of directing stuff to the community, to this wonderful community.
Or to us.
Or to us, because we check in on the reg daily, in fact. I've got to just go back just a second because Rosie says, I have a Honda Jazz, fabulous to drive.
Oh, we loved our Honda Jazz.
We miss our Honda Jazz, to be fair.
Yeah,
but I think
she was a great car.
I mean, I wouldn't rule out getting another Honda Jazz, but then it would kind of defeat the point of us trying to get something a bit bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, we did all right with the Honda Jazz for a long time. You'd be surprised how many mountain bikes you can fit in the back of a Honda Jazz. As mountain biking instructors, before we had the cycle trailer, I fitted quite a lot of mountain bikes in the back of our Honda Jazz back in the day.
We would absolutely love to be able to afford an electric vehicle. We are very much work our asses off and pay out a lot every month for everything. We just do not have a lot of disposable income. We're having to borrow to get a new second-hand car.
Well, it's not just that. It's not just that. It's not just about having disposable income, because there's a whole heap of people out there that don't have a disposable income. and they get stuff on HP.
Yeah, that we don't want to do.
We decided a long time ago, early on in our relationship, that we would try and avoid that wherever possible. Just
I don't think we've had anything on HP for the past 20 years.
No, we haven't. No, we haven't.
Everything we have, we outright own, and we would much rather borrow money off our families and pay them back monthly until it's all paid off than push comes to shove, we'd go bank.
Yeah.
They'd give us a bank loan like that, but rather ask family first.
Yeah. Lovely words from everybody. Some great questions. Some fabulous sharing, as always. Predominantly this evening, chatting all things movie related, which is always nice. Yeah, it's been lovely. Proper nice. Everyone's sort of just winding down and saying good evening and bye, loves. Tracy and Leroy, thank you for that. Yeah, it's been lovely as always.
Yes, a huge thank you to Leanne and Ashley, our moderators, for being here this evening, of course, and to all of you, channel members, non-channel members, viewers, folk who just watch and send out. Thanks for being here. We really appreciate it, all of you.
Yeah.
And now we're going to go and spend about half an hour trying to decide on a movie to watch.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly.
Yeah. Because we might just end up going back to a classic that's a safe bet, going back to what we were saying before, rather than, oh, what's new? What's new? Anywho, it's been lovely. We said it wasn't going to be a long one. We've still been on live for almost an hour. But having that back door open has helped with the heat.
It's properly helped massively.
But it's been gorgeous as always. Next weekend it is Sunday
live in the kitchen, 3 o'clock next Sunday afternoon. But of course, if nothing else, we'll be here on Tuesday with our meals vlog. So we'll see you then. And thank you so much for watching. Love you, mister.
Love you.
Love you guys. We'll see you again very soon. Until then, please, will you be excellent to yourselves and each other? Bye, loves.